How often do you update your phone? Every few weeks, right? You get a notification, you hit a button, and suddenly the bugs are fixed, the battery life is optimized, and the operating system runs smoother. Welcome to Levitas. Now, look at your body. When was the last time you received a software update? Most of us are running on an operating system that hasn't been patched in years. We have bugs in our digestion. Our battery life, our energy, is draining faster than it used to. Our hardware, our joints, and skin is starting to lag. For the last century, medicine has been about replacing broken hardware. You have a bad knee? Replace it. Low T levels? Inject synthetic hormones. But in 2025, we are witnessing a revolution. We are moving from hardware replacement to software engineering. We are talking about peptides. These aren't meds in the traditional sense. They are biological emails. They are short, specific codes that tell your cells exactly what to do. Repair this tissue, burn this fat, grow this hair. Today, we are exploring the frontier of regenerative medicine. We're going to discuss the Wolverine peptide that heals injuries in record time, the difference between peptides and steroids, and how you can naturally trigger the Ozempic weight loss signal without a prescription. It's time to install the update. And while we do it, please hit the like button and leave a comment. Your support is a huge help to the channel. First, we need to demystify the word. What is a peptide? You know what a protein is. A protein is a long chain of amino acids. Think of it like a massive freight train with hundreds of cars. A peptide is simply a short chain of amino acids, usually fewer than 50. If a protein is a brick wall, a peptide is the instruction note on where to put the brick. Your body already makes over 7,000 different peptides naturally. Insulin is a peptide. Oxytocin, the love hormone, is a peptide. They are signaling molecules. Think of your cells as workers on a construction site. Without instructions, they just stand around, or they do the wrong job. They get lazy. When you introduce a specific therapeutic peptide, it's like the foreman walking onto the site with a megaphone and shouting, "Hey, you three! Stop standing there and fix that hole in the roof." The cells immediately get to work. The email has been received. This is precise, targeted biological signaling. And the first signal we need to talk about is the one for repair, the Wolverine Compound. If you follow sports, bodybuilding, or biohacking, you have heard of BPC-1F7. It is often called the Wolverine peptide. BPC stands for Body Protection Compound. It is actually derived from a protein found in your own stomach gastric juice. Why stomach juice? Because your stomach is an incredibly harsh environment, acid, enzymes, churning food. It needs to be able to heal its own lining constantly, or you'd digest your own stomach. Scientists isolated this repair signal and realized, wait, if this heals the stomach lining so fast, what happens if we apply it to a torn tendon or a damaged ligament? The results were staggering. BPC-1F7 works by signaling angiogenesis. It tells the body to grow new blood vessels into the damaged tissue. Tendons and ligaments usually heal slowly because they have poor blood supply. BPC-1F7 essentially builds a new highway for the repair trucks to get to the accident site. We are seeing this used for everything from rotator cuff injuries to leaky gut syndrome. It signals the tight junctions in your intestines to seal up. It's not masking the pain like ibuprofen. It is literally sending the command to rebuild. Now, whenever I talk about performance or recovery, people immediately ask, is this like hormones? Is this roid rage waiting to happen? We need to make a very clear, hard distinction here. Anabolic hormones are like a sledgehammer. When you inject exogenous T, you are flooding the system. Your body looks at that flood and says, "Oh, we have plenty of T? Great, I can stop making it." Your natural factories shut down. This is why you get testicular shrinkage and hormonal crashes when you stop. You are replacing your body's function. Peptides are different. They are secretagogues. That's a fancy word that means secretor. They don't replace the hormone. They tell your body to make the hormone. Take something like CJC1295 or ipamorelin. These are peptides that increase growth hormone. They don't inject growth hormone into you. They travel to your pituitary gland and knock on the door. They say, "Hey, remember when we were 20 and we made a lot of growth hormone? Let's do that again." And your pituitary gland says, "Okay," and releases a pulse of your own natural growth hormone. Because it is your own production, you maintain the natural pulsatile rhythm. You don't shut down the factory, you just hire more workers. It is a much safer, more sustainable approach to optimization. Let's pivot from performance to aesthetics. Because let's be honest, we all want to look good. In 1973, Dr. Lauren Pickart discovered a peptide that had a high affinity for copper. It's called GHK-Cu. He noticed that when he put old liver cells in a petri dish with blood from young people, the old cells started acting young again. The secret ingredient was this copper peptide. GHK-Cu is the reset button for your skin's genetic expression. As we age, our collagen production drops, and our skin thins. GHK-Cu flips the genetic switch to ramp up collagen production, and this is the cool part, break down old, scarred collagen. It's not just filling wrinkles, it is remodeling the architecture of your skin. And for the men watching, it's heavily researched for hair loss. It increases the size of the hair follicle and improves blood flow to the scalp. It is arguably the most powerful anti-aging cosmetic ingredient that actually has biological data behind it, not just marketing fluff. Now, we have to address the elephant in the room, the most famous peptide on Earth right now, GLP-1. You know it by the brand names, Ozempic, Wegovy, or Mounjaro. These drugs have changed the world of obesity treatment, but they are essentially synthetic versions of a peptide your body already makes. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. When you eat, your gut releases this peptide. It travels to your brain and hits the satiety center. It says, "We are full. Put the fork down." It also slows down gastric emptying, so you feel full longer. The pharmaceutical versions are incredibly potent and long-lasting. But did you know you can stimulate this software naturally? Certain foods act as natural GLP-1 agonists. Yerba Mate, a South American tea, has been shown to increase GLP-1 levels and increase fat oxidation. High fermentable fiber feeds the bacteria in your gut, and those bacteria signal your cells to release more GLP-1. The mechanism isn't magic, it is a signaling pathway. Whether you use a pharmaceutical tool or a nutritional strategy, the goal is the same: to update the software so your brain stops screaming at you to eat when you don't need the energy. This leads us to the final and perhaps most profound frontier: epigenetics. Your DNA is like a library of books. As you age, the pages get stuck together, dust settles. You can't read the instructions anymore. This is aging. There is a class of peptides called bioregulators, originally researched in Russia. One of the most famous is called Epithalon. Epithalon has been shown to induce telomerase activity. Telomeres are the protective caps on your DNA. Every time your cells divide, they get shorter. When they get too short, the cell dies or becomes senescent, a zombie cell. By signaling the production of telomerase, this peptide essentially helps lengthen those caps. It creates genomic stability. It is turning on the genes that repair old DNA. We aren't just patching the roof anymore. We are restoring the foundation of the house. So why does this matter to you? Because we are shifting from a medical model of blocking to a model of signaling. Think about the drugs in your medicine cabinet: beta blockers, antihistamines, SSRIs. We spend our lives blocking our body's attempts to communicate. Peptide therapy is the opposite. It is about listening to the body's language and speaking it back. It is about saying, "I see you are trying to heal." Here is the doctor's verdict: the code to do it faster. It is a more elegant, more human way to approach health. Now, a critical disclaimer. While many peptides are available, the quality matters immensely. This is the Wild West. You don't buy biological software from a sketchy website. You work with a functional medicine doctor who understands these protocols. Your body is capable of miraculous repair. Sometimes it just forgets the instructions. It's waiting for you to hit send on that email. Watch this video suggestion. It was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.